Hey everyone, my name's Talia. I am 19 years old and I'm currently a freshman at the University of Oregon. To answer the dreaded question, I am a journalism major with a focus on public relations. So this one's probably going to be the longest answer for me. My sophomore year of high school, I fell into my own spell of like really deep depression. It's kind of just like 24/7 being really irritable and sad, and I would just sleep a lot. And it took a toll on my grades. I went from having like a 4 to getting like C's and even failing some classes, or being close to failing some classes at least. It lasted through most of my junior year. So I finally decided to tell my mom, and she was really, really helpful and supportive and got me the help I needed. I am in probably one of the best places in my life right now. On another note, my family is incredibly close. Myself, my brother, my mom, my grandparents, my 2 aunts, and my 2 cousins all live in like the same area of Oregon. Most of us are actually within a mile of each other. My mom has 2 sisters. One of them's older, one's younger. The younger one is named Devin, and she's about halfway between my age and my mom's age. So needless to say, she's like a big sister to me. When Devin first brought Eric around the family, I just remember us all thinking like, this guy is the one for her. You could tell they just loved each other so much, and he was just kind and intelligent, supportive, and artistic, just like Devin is. After a couple years, they ended up getting married. As I grew older, I definitely got closer to them. I would go over to their house in Portland all the time and watch movies, and we'd always order in calzones. Then in April of my junior year of high school, I remember my mom waking me up and telling me that Eric had passed away the previous night. I asked her if it was a motorcycle accident, because that was the first thing that came to my mind, but she just said that he had taken his own life. It was probably the most heartbreaking thing I've ever heard in my life, to lose the closest thing I had to a big brother and one of my best friends to suicide. It's pretty much impossible to state how much he meant to me. I really want to start a chapter here at the University of Oregon. I know that I have the leadership abilities that are necessary. I was in leadership all through high school, and now just as a freshman in my sorority, I'm holding and was elected into 3 house positions. I know that I'd be a relatable leader, and also I'm very laid back, but I definitely know how to get things done. Oregon is an incredible campus with an incredible atmosphere. It's a very accepting liberal school, to the point where we have people walking around during introduction week, as we call it, and just like around campus in general throughout the year, people introduce themselves by their name and the personal pronouns that they identify themselves with, and it's pretty incredible to see like everyone is so accepting and everyone just feels comfortable in their own skin. But at the same time, in the LGBTQ community, I know that people have much higher tendencies for suicidal thoughts and actions, as well as self-harm and depression and even anxiety. But obviously this doesn't just stop at the LGBTQ community. Another thing is that seasonal affective disorder is a really big problem at the school. People change their moods by the weather, and considering Oregon is pretty gloomy from about November to May, it is a thing that impacts a lot of students here, to the point where we actually have vitamin D rooms in our health center. Something I've realized since going through what I went through and what my family went through is that everyone in one way or another is somehow connected to suicide, depression, anxiety, self-harm in some way. I envision that the UChapter at Oregon would be just a place where people could feel like they're not alone, feel together, feel like they have someone to talk to, more people that they know are dealing with the same things that they are, because it's hard to come to college, especially when you have a background of depression, self-harm, anxiety, and feel really alone here because you don't know anybody. It's starting all over, and for a lot of people that's really hard. I am passionate about a lot of things in life. I played soccer since I was in kindergarten all the way through high school. I'm an avid snowboarder at Mount Hood. In the summertime, I'm usually on the Willamette River with my family, boating and wakeboarding. My biggest passion is probably music. I play guitar and I sing, and I like to think I'm halfway decent. Growing up in Oregon has been wonderful, and it's just, there's so many opportunities and different experiences that you can have here. Something that's fun about Oregon is that it definitely has a lot of quirks to it. For example, we have over 3,000 trees here of like 500 different species, and our campus is actually an arboretum. We also have a cemetery right at the edge of campus, and the entire school is actually built around it. Walt Disney gave permission to the school to use Donald Duck as our logo and mascot. Phil Knight, the founder of Nike, went to school here and is an avid supporter of his Oregon Ducks, which is why our uniforms are usually very on point. And of course, last but not least, the classic 70s movie Animal House was filmed on our campus, and during every football game right before the 4th quarter starts, everybody in Autzen Stadium gets up and does the shout from the movie, and it's a really great time. Everybody looks forward to it. So to wrap up, I really hope that you guys give me a chance, because I think this would be fantastic to have on our campus. It'd be great for myself and everyone here on campus if this was something that we had. To write love on our arms is an incredible foundation, and I think that anybody could benefit from it, especially here at Oregon. Thank you.